My name is Evan Hill for Exceptional Exteriors, October 1st, 2018, doing a post-storm inspection at 10507 Routt Lane. One of the first things that I picked up from the ground about the type of roof that you have, this is what's called an asphalt dimensional shingle. Usually in some lighter hailstorms, they actually do fare fairly well. This is a 30-year shingle in terms of what insurance looks at, but as you can see from the chalk marks that I've made on this roof, on pretty much every single slope of the roof I found damage that's consistent with hail. So what I'm looking for is exactly what an insurance adjuster would do if they were to come out after a claim has been filed. They're called significant hail hits. It's where you can actually notice significant damage. It's a little bit harder to see on this roof because the storm here was in June, so it's been a little while, but we're seeing things like this where I've circled where you can actually just see the granules are completely just ripped off, and that second layer of the shingles are completely exposed. I mean, these places are all over the roof. I mean, I didn't even circle every single one because it would just take me hours. One good example of kind of what's happened is you can see at one point the fiberglass here was exposed. There's a couple of strands kind of left there, but this is what happens when parts like that of the roof are exposed to the elements after they've been damaged. That fiberglass erodes, and now this is kind of letting water get into on the second layer of shingles, so there's no protection there, and that's pretty much consistent with everything else that I've circled here on the roof. There's some smaller and large hail dents, but essentially what an insurance adjuster will do is mark off chalk, just like I've done here, where they can find the hail hits. And what they'll actually do is they'll mark off a 10-foot by 10-foot square area. So this right here is roughly around that. The code here in Westminster, it's about 6 to 8 hail hits in that area to justify a full replacement. I stopped counting at this one at around 12 because that's well exceeding the amount that needs to justify a replacement. So we need to call in a claim, get that handled as quickly as possible so I can come out here, meet the adjuster, and go ahead and get your paperwork started to replace this entire roof.